What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with another Madden NFL 18, Madden NFL 19. I am god awful today. This is actually a post commentary, something I haven't done in forever, but there's a reason behind it. As you can see, there's a background behind me this time. I took away my green screen for just the set of videos that I'm trying to do now, because if you guys are seeing this, this is like my green screen and my microphone. My setup got unaware. I was unaware of the situation, and I had to pretty much like I have to improvise. So I'm going to do these post commentaries for a while with the face cam on to make up for some time. So anyway, there's just a lot of things going on with the setup right now that's just kind of messed up. So I'm gonna try and do the best I can. It's gonna be like that for some videos. As we're going through the scouting, I'm trying not to waste too much time in the video itself. But on with it. Today we are taking on the Detroit Lions, and we're both I think we're both 4-3, or I'm trying to go 4-3. I think, and I think the Lions are like 4-2. We're 3-3. Okay, so that, yeah, both teams. If we win, we'll both be 4-3. But checking this out, I mean, we're trying to get all the position players that we really want, especially ones that we need help in. I don't know if Earl Thomas is going to stay, even though he is an A+ player. We probably should be looking at free safeties, even though we're not. We'll see, though, because it's not really our biggest need right now. Our biggest need is on the offensive line, so we got to worry about that as the season progresses. So going on here to the standings here in the NFC and the AFC, the Saints are the only undefeated team left, with the Steelers leading the North, and the Browns have 3 wins. That's kind of incredible. Let's see if they can try and turn it into a trend or something. The Jaguars 6-1, the Texans are 5-2, so they're right behind Jacksonville. The Titans and Colts are kind of at the bottom of the barrel. Dolphins and Patriots both at 5-2. Pretty impressive for the Dolphins, actually. The Bills and Jets not looking too hot. You got the Raiders at 5-1, Chargers 4-3. Same with the Chiefs, and the Broncos at 2-5. Still funny that we lost the Broncos back in Week 1. Lions are top of the NFC North, so we're taking on a divisional leader today, with the Vikings at the bottom at 3-4. We do face the Packers and the Vikings later on in the season. Saints, again, the only undefeated team left in the NFL at 6-0. Eagles 6-1, so they're kind of still having that Super Bowl fiesta. They're still partying it up, and they're succeeding. The Cardinals leading the division at 4-2-1. The Rams right behind them at 4-3. We're 3-3, and the Niners at 1-6. So they're kind of like at the bottom, and it's kind of expected of them to be that bad. Anyway, we're going to go on with this game against the Seattle Seahawks, of course. And like I said, this is going to be post commentary for a while. I did mess up on a few of other videos besides this one. So you're going to have to hear my annoying post commentary voice along with some background music, because when it comes to my recordings, I use green screen content, as you can tell in most of my other videos, and I also do it at the same time. So you'll hear the game audio as well as me playing at the same time. But enough of that. It was mainly just my microphone, which I did get fixed, by the way. So anyway, here comes Russell Wilson. 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, almost 2,000 passing yards too, so that's pretty impressive. So let's see what he does today. We're at 3rd and 5 here at the 31. Russell in the shotgun with 3 wideouts and a tight end, and he's going to drop back, surveys the field, and what a catch by Tyler Lockett, up to midfield for a first down. Later on, it's 1st and 10, the very next play, actually. And Russell in the shotgun once again. We're trying to do more of a passing offense because McKissick is going to be out for a couple of weeks. So we kind of need to show the passing game more often. Maybe, yeah, we could use Russell in the scrambling situations, as we always do. Russell's been really good out of the pocket if he doesn't get sacked, of course. So we're going to hand it right off here to Penny, and he gets a first down. I liked McKissick a lot when he was playing. He wasn't like super productive, but he was good enough. So later on, we have 3rd and 22. Here is Russell Wilson dropping back, steps up into the pocket, and takes off running. He takes about half of that yards off. So we are happy with the results, at least for now. We do end up with a field goal, so it's 3-0. Here comes Matthew Stafford, and he has 9 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. He's been doing really well, actually, considering. So let's see what he does today as the Lions step onto the field. They're in the pistol now on 2nd and 10, and let's see, because the Lions have really good weapons if used correctly. I know Matt Patricia is more of a defensive coach, so their offense may not be as effective. But they got to find the right play caller, I suppose. I think that's part of it. You got to have a good offensive coordinator that calls the right play calls. Kind of like what Todd Haley did with the Steelers before he went to Cleveland, but now he's in Cleveland, and the Browns' offense is kind of inexperienced and needs to gel well with the rest of the team, or rest of the coaching staff, really. Because, of course, all this kind of stuff takes time. So the Lions have here 3rd and 16. They have play action, drop it back. Stafford looking deep, and here comes the closing in on the double coverage, but it's batted away. So we get the stop there on 3rd down, and 3rd and 2 for the Seahawks as Russell Wilson drops back, gets it off to Doug Baldwin on the out route for a 1st down. So he's 6 of 7 so far, looking pretty sharp so far. 1st and 10 at the 41. Russell Wilson scrambling out of the pocket. He has time, throws it off to the right side as he's running, gets it off to Brandon Marshall for a gain of 30 almost on that play. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Let's see if we can continue this hotness from Russell Wilson. He got the play action, scrambling out of the pocket. He's running for his life, but he does get another one off, this time to Doug Baldwin for another 1st down. And now we have 3rd and goal here at the 7. And will we get in the end zone? We'll find out this play. Wilson scrambling for his life. Here comes Ziggy Ansah, gets hit, he throws, but not enough arm strength under that one, as that one's going to fall incomplete. And we are going to end up settling for a field goal from Jason Myers, who's got quite the boot, by the way. He's going to be a nice replacement for Sebastian Janikowski someday. So here we are, 2nd and 5 for the Lions as the Seahawks get back on defense. They put Wilson in motion to the left, and Stafford drops back on the handoff, and he gives it off to Theo Riddick. And by the way, if you guys haven't been on my channel long enough, back in Madden 17, I did the Lions as a franchise, and that was a very fun franchise. I highly recommend, if you guys are like into previous Madden's franchises as well, I'd highly recommend checking that out. But as that one is intercepted by Shaquem Griffin on the tip drill, that was kind of a weird looking interception, but we'll take it, as now we got the ball back in, I wouldn't say ideal field position, but good enough to like not be buried deep in our own end zone. But Russell Wilson dropping back again and gets it off to Brandon Marshall, who has been playing spectacularly for this team this year. But back to on my topic about the Lions franchise as well. Madden's been around for quite some time. I've been around doing Madden franchises since Madden 15. My first franchise was with the Buccaneers, who are my favorite team, by the way. Just let it be known. I'm not a Seahawks fan. My friend Joe, who lives maybe 5 minutes away from me, born and raised in Seattle, moved all the way to where I am in Iowa, and he's a huge Seahawks fan. It's kind of weird how life works out like that, but it's kind of nice. But you see right there, Stafford taken down in his own end zone for a safety, and it's 8-0. But I wanted to show you guys something here that on that punt return. Look at what's going on here. We got the punt, and then Darboh, like, look at what the Lions players are doing. Look at those 3 Seahawks right there, 73, 64, and 70. They're just kind of looking around, like doing nothing. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to get clobbered. So I don't know. That's like a glitch I found in the game, and I hope EA can like take a look at that for a second and just say, oh, that's a problem, we need to fix it. Because that one kind of was like, dude, really? That had to happen? Like, if there was at least some blocking, we maybe would have gotten like an extra 10-15 yards or something. But I digress. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Here is Russell Wilson dropping back underneath to Brandon Marshall, who has again continued to have the hot hand. 1st down and 10 at the 49. Russell Wilson 11 of 14 for 153 so far this game, as he is in the shotgun on 2nd and 2, and he's going to hand it off to Rashad Penny, and he's going to get up to the 35-yard line. Only 4 carries for 17 yards, which is solid, but like I said, we're going to try and continue to pass the ball more. I really like McKissick, and the inconsistency of the offensive line is one of the biggest reasons why I have trust issues with the entire offense as whole. Because we have to get quick releases, otherwise we're going to get nailed in the backfield. It's not my choosing. I don't like it, but it's kind of what we have to do at this point. As you see, Rashad Penny does make a nice little hurdle right there, but not enough to get the first down on the third down play. So Jason Myers again, this time from about 38 yards away. It is good, and it's now 11-0. 11-0 Seahawks. I mean, that's just odd enough as it is. So on the handoff to LeGarrette Blount, who oddly enough is a journeyman, but he started off his career in Tampa Bay. But he gets a gain of 36 on the play. So 2nd and 5 here from the single back. They have two tight ends on the field and 2 wide receivers. And actually, I think that's 3 tight end sets now. But this one is caught inside the 10, and the Lions have a 1st and goal as Wilson is down hurt for the Lions. So that took a big toll on him. So 3rd and goal from the 9 for the Lions. Can they get in the end zone? That would be something that would make this game a lot more interesting for them, as Galloway dropped the ball in the end zone, which would have gotten them a touchdown. I don't know if they would have gone for 2 in that instance because it's only in the first half and there's still plenty of time, but Matt Prater does put it through the uprights and he does make it 11-3. It's 11-3. Like, these Seahawks franchises have had the weirdest scores, and I'm not exaggerating that either. There has been some weird looking scores so far in this franchise. It's not like 21-14 or like 24-17. These are like it's 11-3. 11-3. No joke. I don't know if that's scoregami. I don't think it is. If you guys know what scoregami is, if you guys have watched John Boyce in the past, you guys would know a little bit about scoregami. So I'm a big fan of it. There has been, I think, 2 instances of scoregami in the NFL this year. One of them was the Bucs Saints that ended up 48-40, which was kind of weird because I was like, wait, there's never been a game that's ended 48-40, but I guess there hasn't until this year. And then the other instance was 29-29 tie between the Packers Vikings the very next week. So just little fun facts. As look at this catch by Brown. That is a spectacular catch, and that is a touchdown. It is now 18-3. As that was a nice one-handed grab, as I think he may have been like held a little bit, but that was a heck of a grab for the touchdown. As now it's 2nd and 1, as we have Theo Riddick in the backfield coming out, getting a reception, 1st down Detroit Lions. About a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Still plenty of time left for the Lions to come back and make something of this. So it's not over yet. They're looking underneath, but it looks like Stafford just whiffed or something. I don't know. He totally overplayed it. He's only 6 for 15 so far. And that's something that Matthew Stafford does have a tendency to do every now and then, is like underperform, even though he's one of the great quarterbacks in this league. I would say he's one of the better halves. But Jason Myers with 10 seconds left in the half on 3rd and 1 from 60. And he's got das Boot. He has got das Boot. Sebastian probably would have made that from 63 if that was the case, because he does have higher rating than 96 on this game. I think Sebastian's like a 98 or something for kick power, and I think Jason Myers is like a 96. So to see him make it from 60 is pretty impressive. So we got LeGarrette Blount on the handoff, another big gain for him, as the Lions have 1st and 10 once more here at the 42, as they have Theo Riddick now in the backfield. You may not see it because it's been blocked by the screen, and actually I think that was bad editing on my part, but my bad. No big deal. On to the next one. Somebody call a waitress. So 2nd and 8, Stafford underneath the Golden Tate, and the Lions get another 1st down inside the 50-yard line now, past midfield. So, but later on, they got a bunch of sacks on this drive, like in a couple penalties as well. But 3rd and 26, and they're going nowhere with that one, as Theo Riddick's going to get stopped in the backfield. But they did pin us down inside the 5, so that's good for the Lions. So Sam Martin did his job for the Lions so far. But Tyler Lockett, downfield, beautiful pass by Russell Wilson for a beautiful 1st down. So now at the 43rd and 15, we got out of our hole, but can we do it again? Here is Tyler Lockett, and he can't come down with it, as that is going to be a 3rd down and a punt situation for the Seahawks. 2nd and 11 here for the Lions. Single back formation, 3 tight end set, as Stafford drops back to pass underneath. He gets it off to his tight end, and he gets a 1st down. He's stumbling, but he does get it. So down 3rd and 9 at the 39-yard line. Stafford in an empty tray shotgun formation 5 wide set. He's going to drop underneath to his tight end and get another first down. So Stafford 11 of 21 for 112 and that 1 interception, which you can't really blame Stafford for really at all. It was a tip drill interception. It was a lucky play by the defense. So I can't really say that was on Stafford. But Theo Riddick with a nice spin move. Down inside the 20 goes Theo Riddick, and the Lions got a first down. So 2nd and 4 here. It's 21-3 still, with about 2:40 to go here in the third. In the pistol, here is LeGarrette Blount, and he's going to find his way in the end zone for a Lions touchdown. And that is going to make it 21-10 as the the Lions are, they have a tendency to make comebacks. We've seen this in the past. So Russell Wilson drops back again. Wilson has all day to throw for some reason. That's something that hardly ever happens, but I'm happy that it does every now and then. And we get a first down. So later on, 3rd and 7, Russell in the shotgun again. He's going to drop back. Quick throw, and it's going to be caught by Michael Dixon for a first down. So another 3rd down situation. And that is going to be Russell Wilson scrambling to his left, trying to find somebody. And look at this catch, Tyler Lockett. It was off Dixon, off a line, I think. Let's take a look at this again. That was off Dixon, off of a Lions back, and then I think Lockett got a piece of it twice. And it came in, and we got a touchdown out of it. So it's now 28-10 on a lucky play. Lucky play. I would say that is probably the luckiest play in Madden. But that one is almost intercepted by KJ Wright. And that, just imagine. 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. With down by 3 scores, I think they pretty much have to. So here's Stafford. Drops back, going deep. And this one's almost intercepted. If he would have stayed in bounds, that would have been an interception. But we get the ball in prime field position here from the 33. Russell Wilson dropping back. And he's going to try and take off some running. Can he get the first down? I don't know. It's close. They're going to mark it down short. 4th and inches. But we got he's hurt, so we got Austin Davis going in for a quarterback sneak. And he is going to get it. And it's a first down. So we keep the drive alive with Austin Davis, no less. A 64 overall quarterback. Like, if Russell Wilson gets hurt, we're screwed. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts. Like, you might as well count us out of the playoffs for, like, forever. Because without Russell Wilson, this team is nothing. So Seattle's up 31-10 at this point. Pretty sizable lead, three touchdown lead going in midway through the 4th quarter. Stafford drops back, does a little dinky dunk pass to LeGarrette Blount on a screen pass. And it looks like LeGarrette Blount's got some running room, and he's taken down at the 44-yard line after a pretty good gain right there. So Lions in the empty tray shotgun. We're going to change up our defensive schemes a little bit as Stafford drops back, gets it off to Golden Tate, and Golden Tate's going to get just enough for the first down. But later on in the drive at the 1-yard line, we have the Lions ready to go, ready to punch this one in and try and keep themselves in this ball game as LeGarrette Blount gets his 2nd touchdown of the game, but it will not be enough as the Seahawks end up winning this game of a final score of 31-17. The Seahawks had 390 passing yards, 60 rushing yards as a team. The Lions did outgain us in the ground, which is to be expected when you have your best running back out. But a good overall performance as we're going to take a look at the stat line here. Russell Wilson, 454 yards passing, but we lost like 90 yards of it because of sacks, and it's absolutely insane. So Stafford, take a look at his stat line, 21 for 40, 226, 52% completion percentage, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, you can't really blame Stafford for that interception he had earlier. It was a tip drilled interception. You can kind of blame his receiver on that. On to the run game here. LeGarrette Blount, 7 carries, 77 yards. He had more rushing yards by himself than the whole Seahawks team. Theo Riddick had 52 yards on the ground as well. We had a tough time struggling. We had a tough time trying to stop the run today, and it showed. The Lions' passing attack, pretty well balanced as far as who's getting the ball, who's getting the touches here. Nobody really was going off that game, to be completely honest. Not really surprised though. I mean, Stafford does distribute the ball fairly well. He's a good quarterback. Again, no one spectacular. On to the offensive line, we have Jari Evans gave up a sack. Not a big deal. But as far as the Lions defensively, Ezekiel Ansah had 3 sacks. Hayter Jr. had a sack. And then Cam Johnson also had a sack. And Tease Tabor had a sack. Jeremiah Ledbetter had a sack. And Quandre Diggs also had a sack off the corner blitz. No interceptions to be found on their side. We didn't turn the ball over, which is good because, I mean, heck, against the Rams, we had 6 of them. And that was not good. That was no bueno. And then Matt Prater made a field goal from 26 yards out, and he made 2 extra points. So he, you know, he's a really good kicker, one of the best in the league. Sam Martin had a pretty good day punting the ball, and nothing really spectacular in the special teams game. Russell Wilson's stats, of course, look like this. 29 of 40 for 454, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Didn't even fumble the ball today, which is good. It's impressive. We need that kind of stuff. 454 yards passing is spectacular. But we need to cut down on the sacks. I mean, I think we got sacked like 6 or 7 times this game. The running game was did not end up being that impressive. 16 carries, 26 yards for Penny. Russell Wilson had 4 carries for 29 yards. Brandon Marshall went off again today. 8 catches for 137. No touchdowns to be heard of from him, but still a key contributor to the game. Ed Dixon. I called him Michael Dixon earlier. That was the punter I'm referring to. My apologies. Tyler Lockett had 6 catches for 127 and a touchdown. Jerron Brown with that spectacular catch he had. Both passing touchdowns kind of came off of lucky grabs. And, you know, we know that we're counting our blessings on that one. We gave up a lot of sacks again today. 7 of them were pretty much by the offensive line. And we need to improve on that so badly. It's insane. Our sack totals look like this. If we sort it out here, Jaron Reed had a sack. Riley McDougald had a sack. Bartavius Mingo and KJ Wright each shared a sack each. I think that both of their sacks equal to that safety that we had earlier in the game. Interceptions, we had Shaquille Griffin with the interception. That tip drill interception, mind you. And then back onto the kicking game. Jason Myers made one from 60, which was really impressive. Didn't think there is something, it looked like he barely made it to me, at least from my perspective. You guys have your own judgments on that, of course. But he did boot the ball pretty far. He was 2 for 2 on extra points, 5 for 5 on field goals. He honestly might be the player of the game today. Honestly, he scored just as many points as the Lions did by himself. Michael Dixon, there you go. Michael Dixon, 3 punts for 159. Pretty solid day for him. But as I always say at the end of each video, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like. If you're new to the channel at all, hit that subscribe button down below. I'm sorry the videos are like this for now, at least for some of these videos. I just had a technical error on my side and I fixed it, but you'll see it when you'll see it. But until next time, my name is Simmons Vengeance. You guys have been amazing as always. Like I said, until next time, peace out.